Wait before you spend another 1999 Connecticut or Georgia state quarter. You need to see this. Millions of Americans have handled these coins without realizing that a few stand out because of rare mint errors, special collector editions, or exceptional condition. Could one be hiding in your pocket, your change jar, or an old family collection right now? In the next few minutes, we are revealing the incredible history of these two iconic state quarters, the hidden details collectors look for, and the features that can make certain examples far more collectible than ordinary coins. Don't go anywhere, because the next quarter you check could be the most interesting coin you've ever owned. The coin number 1. Have you ever looked at a 1999 Connecticut state quarter and wondered if it could be hiding a story far greater than its 25-cent face value? Every year, millions of people sort through old coin jars, inherited collections, and forgotten piggy banks without realizing that some coins become highly desirable because of their history, exceptional condition, or genuine minting mistakes. The 1999 Connecticut State Quarter is one of the most famous coins from the United States 50 State Quarters program, and while most examples are common, certain pieces attract much greater interest from collectors. Today, we are uncovering the remarkable history of this coin, the meaning behind its beautiful design, what makes some examples more collectible than others, and the important details you should always check before spending one. The year 1999 marked the beginning of one of the most successful coin programs in American history. The United States Mint introduced the 50 State Quarters program to celebrate every state in the order it joined the Union. Connecticut, which became the fifth state in 1788, was one of the first 5 states honored in the series. Millions of Americans suddenly became interested in coin collecting because every few months a brand new quarter entered circulation with a unique design representing a different state's history and culture. Families, children, and experienced collectors all began searching their pocket change, turning an ordinary quarter into a nationwide treasure hunt. The reverse of the Connecticut quarter features the famous charter oak, one of the most legendary trees in American history. According to tradition, Connecticut's royal charter was hidden inside the hollow trunk of this oak tree in 1687 to prevent it from being seized by English authorities. Whether viewed as history, legend, or a combination of both, the charter oak became a lasting symbol of freedom, self-government, and determination. The words Connecticut, 1788, remind collectors of the year Connecticut officially joined the United States, while the elegant tree design represents strength and independence that have inspired generations. The front of the coin continues the familiar portrait of George Washington, a design recognized around the world. This combination of a classic national portrait with a unique state design helped make the State Quarters program one of the most successful coin series ever produced by the United States Mint. Millions of people who had never considered collecting coins suddenly began searching every quarter they received in change, hoping to complete the entire 50-state collection. The Connecticut quarter was produced primarily at the Philadelphia Mint, identified by the P Mint mark, and the Denver Mint, identified by the D Mint mark. Special proof versions were also struck in San Francisco with the S Mint mark for collectors. While all of these coins share the same basic design, they were created for different purposes. Proof coins received extra care during production, giving them brilliant mirror-like fields and frosted designs, while silver-proof editions were produced specifically for collector sets. One of the biggest misconceptions surrounding the 1999 Connecticut State Quarter is that every old quarter is automatically valuable. In reality, the overwhelming majority of circulated coins remain worth their face value or only a modest premium. However, collectors pay much closer attention to coins that display outstanding preservation, beautiful original luster, exceptional strikes, certified high grades, or authentic mint errors. These special characteristics, not simply the date alone, are what make certain coins stand out. Condition is one of the most important factors in determining collector appeal. A quarter that spent years moving through cash registers and pockets naturally develops scratches, worn details, and dull surfaces. Another quarter from the same year that remained safely stored can still display brilliant mint luster, sharp details, and outstanding eye appeal. Because far fewer coins survive in exceptional condition, collectors are often willing to pay significantly more for those examples. Professional grading services carefully examine coins before assigning numerical grades that reflect their condition. Tiny differences that seem insignificant to the average person may have a major impact on collector demand. A coin with almost flawless surfaces, strong strike quality, and beautiful original appearance can be much more desirable than another coin of the same date that has obvious signs of wear. That is why experienced collectors often inspect coins under magnification before deciding whether they deserve professional grading. The minting process itself occasionally creates fascinating mistakes known as mint errors. During production, a coin may be struck off-center, develop a die crack, experience a clipped planchet, or display other unusual features created before it ever entered circulation. Authentic mint errors are collected because they represent unique moments in the manufacturing process. However, it is important to distinguish genuine mint errors from damage that occurred after the coin left the mint. Scratches, dents, corrosion, polishing, or alterations caused during circulation generally do not create the same collector interest. Many people believe cleaning an old coin improves its value, but collectors usually prefer coins with untouched original surfaces. Harsh cleaning can remove natural luster and leave fine scratches that permanently reduce collector appeal. For that reason, experts often recommend leaving a coin exactly as it was found until it can be properly evaluated. The popularity of the Connecticut State Quarter continues because it combines history, beautiful artwork, and the excitement of discovery. Every coin tells the story of a state that played an important role in the founding of the United States. Whether someone collects every state quarter, specializes in modern American coins, or simply enjoys searching pocket change, the Connecticut Quarter remains one of the most recognizable and meaningful designs in the entire series. The greatest lesson this coin teaches collectors is that knowledge matters more than assumptions. Most 1999 Connecticut quarters are ordinary circulation coins, but carefully preserved examples, proof editions, silver proofs, and genuine mint errors receive much greater attention in the collecting community. Instead of judging a coin by its age alone, experienced collectors examine its mint mark, condition, originality, strike quality, and unusual characteristics before deciding whether it deserves a place in a collection. Sometimes the greatest reward is not discovering an instant fortune, but uncovering the remarkable history and craftsmanship hidden inside a coin that millions of people have overlooked. The coin number 2. Imagine reaching into your pocket after buying a cup of coffee and finding a simple-looking quarter with the words Georgia 1788 on the back. Most people would spend it without another thought, but collectors know that every coin has a story waiting to be discovered. The 1999 Georgia State Quarter is much more than everyday pocket change. It represents an important chapter in American history, celebrates one of the original states of the Union, and remains one of the most recognizable coins from the famous United States 50 State Quarters program. While most examples are common, certain coins with outstanding condition, proof finishes, silver composition, or genuine mint errors have attracted significant interest among collectors. Before you spend one, it's worth taking a closer look at the details that make this coin special. The year 1999 introduced one of the most successful coin programs ever launched by the United States Mint. For the first time, each state would receive its own commemorative quarter featuring a unique reverse design. Millions of Americans who had never collected coins suddenly began checking every quarter they received in change. Children filled colorful state maps, families searched through coin jars, and experienced collectors built complete sets. Georgia became one of the first 5 states honored because it joined the Union in 1788, making it an important part of the nation's early history. The reverse of the Georgia quarter beautifully captures the identity of the state. It features an outline of Georgia with a peach branch, representing the state's famous peach industry, alongside the live oak sprig, the official state tree. The banner displaying the state motto, wisdom, justice, moderation, reflects principles that have guided Georgia for generations. Every design element was carefully selected to represent the state's culture, history, and natural beauty, transforming an ordinary quarter into a miniature work of art. The obverse continues the familiar portrait of George Washington, one of the most recognized images in American coinage. This combination of Washington's portrait on the front and a unique state design on the back helped make the state quarters program a nationwide success. People who had never thought about coin collecting suddenly became interested because every new quarter offered a fresh story and a different piece of American history. The 1999 Georgia State Quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, identified by the P Mint mark, and the Denver Mint, identified by the D Mint mark. Special collector-proof coins were produced at the San Francisco Mint with the S Mint mark. Some of those proof coins were struck in 90% silver as part of special collector sets. These silver-proof versions differ from ordinary circulation coins because they were created specifically for collectors using specially polished dies and carefully prepared planchets, producing brilliant mirror-like surfaces and sharp frosted designs. Many people believe that simply finding an old state quarter means they have discovered a rare treasure. In reality, millions of Georgia quarters were produced for circulation, making most examples quite common. However, collectors know that condition plays a major role in determining desirability. A coin that spent years moving through pockets and cash registers naturally develops scratches, worn surfaces, and reduced detail. Another coin stored safely since the day it was issued may still display bright original mint luster, crisp details, and outstanding eye appeal. Those well-preserved examples are much harder to find and are often more attractive to collectors. Professional grading services evaluate coins using detailed standards that measure preservation, strike quality, surface condition, and originality. A tiny difference in grade can significantly influence collector demand. This is why experienced collectors inspect every detail carefully before deciding whether a coin deserves professional certification. High-grade certified examples often receive much greater attention because relatively few survive in nearly perfect condition. Another fascinating aspect of the Georgia Quarter involves genuine mint errors. Although modern minting equipment is highly advanced, occasional mistakes occur during production. Off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, retained cuds, and other authentic mint errors create unique coins that many collectors enjoy searching for. These mint-made varieties are very different from damage caused after a coin entered circulation. Scratches, dents, corrosion, polishing, or chemical damage generally reduce collector appeal rather than increase it. One mistake many beginners make is cleaning old coins. While a polished coin may appear brighter, experienced collectors usually prefer original surfaces. Harsh cleaning can permanently remove natural luster and create fine scratches that reduce collector value. For that reason, if you discover an attractive Georgia quarter with unusual characteristics, leaving it in its original condition is often the best decision until it can be examined by an experienced numismatist. The Georgia State Quarter remains popular because it combines history, artistry, and the excitement of collecting. Every coin reminds us of Georgia's place among the original states while celebrating symbols that have represented the state for generations. The design also reminds collectors how a small piece of everyday change can preserve an important story from America's past. The most valuable lesson for every collector is that knowledge is more important than assumptions. Most 1999 Georgia State Quarters are ordinary circulation coins worth their face value, but proof coins, silver-proof editions, exceptional high-grade examples, and genuine mint errors are the types that attract the greatest collector interest. Learning to identify these characteristics helps collectors make informed decisions instead of relying on myths or exaggerated claims. Every coin deserves a careful look, because understanding its history and quality is what makes coin collecting such a rewarding hobby.